Hey everybody, look at my hair. Woo! Wild woman, yeah. Getting back to my old self. I used to have blonde, long hair. It keeps you young. I learned that helps your brain when you listen to old music and you live your kind of old lifestyle of, just the way you used to be, and your hair and just things about your life that remind you of your childhood or when you were younger. It makes you feel younger. So I'm learning all kinds of things about the brain, which has brought me to this broadcast today. Some little warnings out there about AI. I don't know how all you guys are privy to the AI experience that is kind of being, I wouldn't say forced on us, but we're definitely moving forward with things that make me uncomfortable. Finding out that the elites are downloading consciousness of people into robots, and that's a thing. It's happening. Also, if you ever have an Oculus where you're in that virtual reality world, and we're doing it to our children now, where they are very comfortable with the digital age, and some of these invasions seem innocuous, maybe not so threatening, but in the long run, what's damaging is the understanding that we're going to be better if we're modified with digital chips and things inside of us to change us, to make us better. That's how they're going to let us all know, everybody should try this new technology, and it's going to make your life easier, and you're going to be smarter, and you won't have to go to school anymore because they'll just implant all the information in you. Well, the danger with that is that moving forward, because right now we're at a precipice in our history that we can go either way. And people like me out there saying, don't go for this digital implant technology because we're losing our humanity. We're giving into this artificial intelligence, going to run our lives, and then they don't need us anymore. Our humanity is really at risk here, and we have a path. We're right at the fork of the road right now in history, and a lot of higher frequency beings are coming through warning us because like the Greys are basically digital. They've gone the technology route. They're us in the future coming back to warn us. I know that sounds crazy, but anywhere you look up people in the know, like our secret safe space programs where we're talking with the Greys, they know that the Greys aren't a real body. It's a 3D printed body with a downloaded consciousness in it. And that's where we're getting the technology to do this to us. And they're warning us, don't do it, because now they don't procreate. That's why they got to abduct us to take our genetics so that they can create a hybrid species, which they've done, half human, half gray kind of future. I think they're padding it because if we choose to go down this road of technology, it's not going to end well for us at all. And it's gonna be a whole different world. And they're talking about 2035, 2045, where everybody's going to have AI in them, and that's their goals right now, is they're turning this entire world that way. And we need to stand up for humanity and understand that. Here's the thing. Once people understand that we are incredibly powerful in our minds, that we create our world, okay? I've been coming on here doing videos to tell you how I've survived in this quad amputee body, okay? And alone, right? No family, not a lot of support structure. So what does that entail? That entails me finding my inner strength and my inner love of self, which I've been talking about in all these videos. And why I beat that dead horse is to tell you how important it is for you to take your power back. If you're codependent, like I found out I was on my kids, It took the universe to come in and say, well, we're going to take your kids away, so no more leaning on them to make yourself feel better every day. That's what I do. And meeting people and talking to them. And, it's important that we're social. But what I was doing is leaning on the people I was talking to for me feeling okay about myself. And so what the universe did was cut everybody out. Like everybody I was talking to, they just stay silent. And I go days without having any communication. And I start feeling real bad about myself. Like, what's wrong with me? Nobody wants to talk to me. And I catch myself because it's really important to get that I don't need anybody. You know what I mean? Like we can be completely autonomous in our own self. And that takes a lot of understanding that we are divinely created, and all we need is the knowledge that we're never alone. We literally have spirit guides and angels all around us all the time. And how we know that is the dreams that we're given when we sleep and the intuitions that come. I'm an artist, and I have had so many intuitions. Paint this. I mean, last fall, specifically, paint a cardinal with a sprig of pine and a pine cone. I sold 5 of them. I made pretty good money. And it came from, in my relaxed state, the message. Like, the universe has your back. God has your back. Always. And once you know that, deep down inside, like you know that you are okay on your own. Don't need anybody patting you on the back. You don't need it. All you need is that knowledge that you are a divine human being, and you are so much more powerful than you even know. And the elites, the ones that are the puppeteers that are creating this world, they know how powerful we are. But what they do is, out on the propaganda tour, news, movies, shows, they are promoting this idea that we are small, we are victims, we are powerless. Just watch TV and listen to the talking points, right? Just start really using your knowledge of what I'm saying, and keep your mind open and hear that message out on the mainstream. Promoting fear and we'll save you. The government's coming to save you. And anybody that believes that, oh Lord, no, the government doesn't care about you. You and your friends and your community is all you have. So build it. That's what I'm building. That's what I'm doing. Got to build the community so you have that support. We need each other right now. And we have the numbers. We're 9 billion strong. And as long as all of us are waking up to the game that they're perpetrating on us, and we say no and create our boundaries of, I am a human being, I will not be chipped, I will not have my sovereignty interrupted at all, my children are not for sale either, and we start standing up to the powers that be, we're winning, by the way. We have not all been chipped against our will by now. We're winning. The good guys are working for our benefit behind the scenes. So we just need to realize what the game is and don't play with these people. And anytime you start seeing this AI come in any way, shape, or form, like one that's real scary, and I don't talk a lot about it, but the smart house. The smart house is basically listening to everything. And I'm just as guilty. I have Alexa because I have a voice. I don't have hands. So I use my Alexa and I know it's listening to me. So I've kind of succumbed to some of this stuff. But I'm not going to go all the way. Like, I will not be chipped against my dead body. And, we're eternal beings. And the more we put our foot down and hold our ground, to hold our humanity, and stand up for humanity and realize how humanity, once we start understanding how powerful we are and how we can create our world and heal ourselves with our minds, then we start taking our power back, and then we start questioning all of these medical invasions that they want to do to us, and all of this one world government that's coming, and losing our sovereignty and our rights as human beings. Some scary stuff. And that's exactly where we're at right now. We're at this crossroads. And I don't know if you're listening to other programs of other people talking about this stuff, but it's real. And I'm trying to get you guys on the sovereign. I'm a sovereign human being. I'm standing my ground against the world. I'm going to live without being reliant on the emotional support and things outside my command, outside my control. Besides God, I give it all up to God, and it's really important to understand that there is an organized force in the universe, that even the highest frequency beings that are ancient, they're immortal, and when they're asked what God is, they don't even know, okay? And they don't know if it's going to die, this omnipotent force. But so far, we're coming down here to gather experiences so that we can add to the collective, and that's how God knows itself, through our experiences. We are each a piece of that. And so it's really important that we take care of our mental health and feel our power. And a word about suicide, because my son chose to go that route. I've been suicidal. I've been through a lot. I have been to the depths of hell, and I did not want to be here anymore. And this little voice came to me in that moment of I was making a plan to off myself. And this little voice said,